the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I hope you all are doing not so good, but amazing today. Guests and fellow Toastmaster, a very warm welcome to 135th meeting of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Chaitanya Prasad, and I will be your Sergeant at Arms for today. I'm sure you're as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours, and you are expected to stay for 2 hours. But before we start the meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and your audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restriction on speaking on those topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, however, we request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and in spirit. Hence ensure there are no sexist, racist, or any such undertones which create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me now call upon our installation officer, Area Director, Toastmaster Priyanka. Before that, let me introduce Toastmaster Priyanka to you. Toastmaster Priyanka is an R&D engineer at Nokia. She's a fitness enthusiast, enjoys traveling to places that hold significant history. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyanka. Oh, she disconnected and rejoined. Okay. Toastmaster Priyanka.
Yes, I hope I am audible and visible. I'm sorry, I had a technical glitch.
No problem. Yes, you are audible. So the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Chaitanya. Firstly, a very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. You all have got a new story to write, and every moment is a new beginning. On this note, I would like to thank the current club officers. I request the moderator to please spotlight the current officers as I mention their names. President Toastmaster Reena Verma, Vice President Education, Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goyal, Vice President Membership, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Syed Badi Sahab, Secretary Toastmaster Dwani Adesara, Treasurer Toastmaster Dolly Krishnappa, and Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Utkarsh Vaidya. People present in today's meeting are spotlighted. Thank you. On the behalf of the club, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for the stupendous work done and for becoming the President Distinguished Club in a very short span of time. With the power vested in me as the Area Director of Area B1 District 92, you are all discharged from all duties and responsibilities as officers of this club at the end of business date 30th June 2023. Members, please unmute and let us give them all a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for all the support. Now, as I take the names of the incoming officers of the Gabbys, I would request moderator to please spotlight them. And I also request everyone to please withhold your applause till the end of the installation ceremony. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad, Treasurer Toastmaster Amit Gupta, Secretary Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij, Vice President Public Relations Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, Vice President Membership Toastmaster Vice President Education Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goyal, and the President Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy.
I don't see Nagesh. I think he dropped off. Priyanka, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Priyanka, your voice
My screen's frozen, right?
is not there.
I'm
There's some connectivity issues.
Nagesh is not there.
He's joining back. He's joining.
Okay,
One
I
second.
would request somebody.
Priyanka, your voice is breaking very badly.
Shall I wait or shall I continue?
Priyanka, can you hear us?
I'm connected. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Priyanka, your voice is breaking very badly.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Am I audible?
No, you are not.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's breaking away
No.
very badly. It's breaking very badly. We want to join
I
back.
have connected via my phone also. Can you? Yes, I'll just join back.
Nagesh, can you please come on camera? I need to spotlight you briefly. Nagesh, am I audible? Yes, thank you. Priyanka, are you there? Yes, no? One second, we'll have to just bear with us a couple of minutes. I think Priyanka is facing. Just let me give her a call.
Priyanka joined back.
I have also connected via phone. If you could help me unmute even via my phone. Okay, great. Apologies for the network glitch. I'm sorry. Okay, since all the officers are present, I'm here to install the officers of the club, the Gabbys, and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club stronger and dedicate their efforts to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and passionately lead to help many individuals. Each officer is obligated to attend club executive committee meetings, attend district-sponsored club officers training, and prepare a successor for his or her respective office. As I briefly described the challenges they must meet and the responsibilities they must fulfill, I request each officer to hold a pen, which signifies the gavel as a symbol of leadership. Thank you. Okay. Sergeant at Arms. As a Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad, you are expected to arrange and set up the meeting room virtually or for in-person meeting, maintain all club equipments in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, ensure to take care of online or offline meeting controls and meeting recordings when needed. Make sure that all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed when you start your physical meeting or during your virtual in whichever mode. Attend to special equipment needs needed at the meeting and contest. Greet guests and help the president make sure the meeting begins on time. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, Toastmaster Priyanka, I will perform all the duties to the best of my ability.
Thank you so much. Treasurer, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Toastmaster Amit Gupta, you are the club's accountant as the treasurer. You are expected to keep the financial records and prepare the club budget. Announce when it's time for members to pay dues. Explain the due structure to members. Collect dues and work with the secretary to ensure that the club submits dues on time to Toastmasters International World Headquarters. Treasurer Toastmaster Amit Gupta, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Secretary Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij. Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij, as a club secretary, you are expected to maintain an accurate membership roster, work with the treasurer to ensure that new member applications and dues get to Toastmasters International World Headquarters as soon as possible, submit the new club officers list to the Toastmasters International on time, work with the treasurer to submit your club semi-annual reports, take care of noting down attendance of online and offline meeting as the case may be, provide the club with minutes of meeting, each meeting. Secretary Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Thank you. Vice President Public Relations, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. As the Vice President Public Relations, you are expected to use a variety of means to promote and attract visitors to the club through publicity, promote members and recognize members' achievement in as many mediums as possible, update web content and safeguard the Toastmasters brand identity, enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, provide them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. As Vice President Public Relations, you will find yourself writing news releases, creating and distributing flyers, and maintaining the club presence on the web and in the community. Vice President Public Relations, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, will you perform perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I guess my screen is frozen. Apologies for that. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Dwani Adisara. Toastmaster Dwani Adisara, as a Vice President Membership, you are expected to lead club membership building efforts, help members with any requirement during their journey. While the VPR motivates people to visit your club, you motivate the current members to invite guests, promptly give new members applications and use the secretary and treasurer. Make sure each guest hear about the benefits of Toastmasters and transforming them into members. Represent club at the area and division council meeting. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Dwani Adisara, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Vice President Education, Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goyal. As the Vice President Education, you are expected to gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves. Assure that the club members are aware of the schedule of meeting goals, schedule member speeches and projects. Serve as a resource for questions about education awards, speech contests, and the mentor program. Plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their individual goal. Work with your members to ensure they submit their applications of educational awards promptly. As second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the club president is unavailable. Represent your club at area division and district council meeting. Vice President Education, Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goyal, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, Toastmaster Priyanka, I will.
Thank you. Toastmaster, my voice is breaking. Oh, just a minute. Am I still not clear or audible?
Better, but not perfect.
For some reason, it's saying that the host is not allowing me to unmute myself on my phone. Could you help me unmute myself? I've connected from another device too.
This is better now. Whichever device you said, this was perfect. Continue.
Okay. Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy. As the president of the Gabbys Club, you are the chief executive officer of the club, and you are expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of your executive committee. You will see that this club meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals, establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to your commitment is towards fellow club members, officer team, area director, division director, District 92 officers, and officers of Toastmasters International Headquarters. You hold that pen as a symbol of power an authority that your club has given to you during your term of office. I am confident that you will use your power and authority wisely and with restraint. You are the member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collective of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. You will work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud. Will you, as the president, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
Guest installation officer, I will.
Thank you. Dear Toastmasters of the Gabbys, please turn on your videos and raise your right hand. Your officer team has pledged to serve this club to the best of their ability, to be the best Toastmasters club possible, and to meet the needs of all its members. Your club will need active participation from each one of you. Do you, as members, pledge to work with your officer team to make the Gabbys Club the finest Toastmasters club it can be?
Yes, I will.
We will.
We will.
Thank you. By the power vested in me as the area director of Area B1 District 92, it is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed in the officer to the respective club offices for the term July-December 2023. Let us all unmute ourselves and give them all a huge round of applause. I now invite incoming President Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy to please take the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. It's wonderful to take a leadership role in a club of such a repute. It's wonderful this morning to be installed as the president of this club, which has created laurels not only for itself as a club, but also for its members. Members take pride in being a member of the Gabbys, and I take that as a pride too. I'm sure the 6 months are going to be fun-filled and fulfilled experience for all of us, not just the XCOM, but beyond XCOM, all the members. I wish everybody all the best, and I now hand over the stage to the presiding officer of this meeting, DTM Sourav.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nagesh. Today is a really, really big day. And honestly, I'm very emotional. I still remember in September 2023, when we started this club, a few days before that, we were having a meeting. We had some problems, and out of all the 23 members, there was one member who had some little bit of awareness of what Toastmasters is. The rest of us were absolute zeros. Some were actually negative in terms of their understanding of Toastmaster. So, there were some mail exchanges and all, and people were like, oh, area director has sent an email. So like, seriously? Yeah, to the club president. Someone said, division director was copied on that. And, we were stargazing. I still remember the first district council meeting that me and Nancy attended. And we were like, this is what happens. Oh my God. In fact, I remember those words of Nancy very clearly where she said, guys, this is much bigger than what we think. Toastmaster is not just the Gabbys. We were there in this meeting. Oh my God, this is so big. That was us 3 years back. Never did we imagine that a day will come, and so soon it will come, when this club will have multiple district officers, multiple past district officers, and multiple future district officers. I'm pleased to announce formally, yet again, that the Gabbys continues to be the home club of the division director, Division B, District 92, as I welcome my successor as the division director, Division B, District 92, Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy as the division director-elect, Division B, District 92 for the program year 2023-24. May we give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy, as I am all set to hand over the baton to my successor, to someone within the club. And that means a lot for us at the Gabbys. Less than 3 years and more than 5 district officers. I think this is something that we can all be proud of. What we are doing within the club is definitely spectacular. What we are doing beyond the club is something that people really respect us for. The way you step up, the way you take up leadership roles, the way you champion the cause of Toastmaster and Toastmasters Pride. We truly believe at Division B, District 92, and this I'm saying, wearing the hat of the Division Director, Division B, District 92. We truly believe at Division B that we are because you are, and you, Gabbys, are one of the big reasons why we are rising and shining every single day. Thank you so much. Continue to be what you are. Not only have this club produced some great leaders in the last few years, but this club has also produced some great speakers. And one such speaker is taking the stage today. Not in one contest, not in 2 contests, but in 3 of the 3 contests that is being held at the district conference, where right now Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy is sitting. You can see that background. That's happening at Coronation 2023. He's taking this call right from there. He will be giving a speech from there. And in that very hall, in that very venue, shortly, someone will take the stage who we proudly and lovingly call the pride of the Gabbys, Toastmaster Aparna Raja, who is going to be representing the Division B, District 92 in International Speech Contest, Evaluation Speech Contest, and Table Topic Contest. All the contests, she is a district finalist. Our best wishes for Toastmaster Aparna Raja from the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and from Division B, District 92. Fly the flag high and let us all take pride in what we are, the Gabbys. It is very easy for us to attribute all the success to us as a club, or all the success to the individuals who are leading this. And this is what the true blue Gabbys is all about. The Gabbys believes that a true blue Gabby is someone who feels that the club is as much responsible for their success as they are for the success of the club. It is always a two-way relationship. The wolf is nothing without the pack. The pack is weaker without the wolf. And this is something that we have always believed in. And this is something that every one of us believes in. And why do we say that? We say that because in every such meeting that we do, 135 meetings to be precise, we nurture talent. We prepare you for the journey ahead. And today you will see such two wonderful journeys. Two stories of the expectations, the excitement that lies ahead. And two stories of the victories and the learnings that they just left behind as they embark on a newer path. Apart from that, there will be 5 electrifying evaluations. Gabbys is known for presenting some of the most cutting-edge evaluations, and I'm expecting nothing less today. To all the guests who have joined us today, I can see Monali. I've spoken with Monali, Arvind. I welcome you, Sanjay, Madhavi, I welcome you to the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, and thank you for joining us. What you just witnessed is the installation ceremony. It's the official oath-taking ceremony of the new executive committee, which just took office. Actually, they will take office from 1st of July, which just got elected last week. So after this, we are going to have the prepared speeches, then we are going to have the evaluations. We will not have any table topics today, but we do have, if any one of you would want to participate in a table topic, just to keep the flavor going, what we will do is, I will also put a few topics on chat for you to write your anything, any thoughts on those thoughts of the day. And these topics will be about the leader within. Quotes on leadership. Please feel free to write your topic on chat, give your table topic on chat so that we will take it from there. If any thoughts you have, it could be a full, 2 lines or 3 lines or 4 lines or 10 lines, whatever works for you. We also have a very special guest with us, someone that I first met at the Division B Table Topic Mania, Toastmaster Dina McEnroy. Toastmaster Dina has been a very enthusiastic participant at the Division B Table Topic Mania. And I just love Dina for all the energy and all the positivity that she brings into the room. She's one true inspiration that I have in my life. And she's the person, she's the hero of my story I shared with you last week. She is the inspiration behind Division B Table Topic Mania. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dina, for joining the Gabbys Toastmasters meeting. Thank you. We really welcome you to our meeting today. With this, let me hand over the stage to the TMOD, to the Toastmaster of the day. I do have a formal introduction of her, and I categorically took it, knowing fully well I will not use it, right? Because that's how I operate. I know that she's an engineer, I know that she's a lecturer, but I also know she is a firebrand speaker and someone who's just so passionate about Toastmaster. Barely a few weeks or months at most in Toastmaster, and she's already rocking the show. She's giving speeches, taking up roles, evaluating people, and she's everywhere. I, as the someone supporting the current VPPR, I just lost count of how many posters I've made of this lady in the last few weeks, because that's the way she is going on giving us speeches and getting the education awards. So let me introduce the Toastmaster of the day for today, the extremely passionate, enthusiastic, and a no-nonsense speaker, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi CD. May we have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Vijay. And don't forget the topics. I'm putting it on chat for you to send me your answers on chat as well. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Sourav Dutta, for the introduction. It is my pleasure to serve as the Toastmaster of the day today. First, let me congratulate all the elected upcoming ExCom leaders. Before introducing you to the structure of the meeting, let me introduce you to today's theme, the leader within. We often hear expressions like, she is a born leader and he is a natural leader. Is that true? What do you all think? Could someone be a born leader or a natural leader? Anyone in the room would like to throw a light over this?
I think to a certain extent this is true, but like the mainly we learn and become good leader.
Okay. And
as someone who has played many formal leadership roles, I would say that leadership is overrated. Everyone is a leader. Everyone practices leader. Exactly as Dina said, she is a leader, and every one of us here is a leader. Even my 8-year-old is a leader. I still remember when the corona was there, she used to go to the balcony and shout at everyone not wearing a mask and say that, go wear a mask, go wear a mask. So yes, she is a leader. I think at least one life, if she would have saved by making them wear a mask, then definitely she is a leader. So yeah, every one of us is a leader. It just, we just need to practice that, make a difference in someone's life.
true, I agree. Even I say that leaders aren't born, they are, sometimes leaders are born and sometimes leaders are also made as well. Like I say, few people may seem to be naturally benefited with these qualities and abilities of a leader, but it is also possible for someone to learn the qualities of being a good leader as well. Do you all believe you have a leader within you? Yes, do you all believe that you have a leader within you?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we are all born with the potential to be leaders, as Sourav said, the ability to influence and inspire those around us is something that resides within us all, isn't it? From a CEO leading a successful business to a teacher inspiring a generation of students to a parent guiding their children towards a bright future. Leadership takes many forms. But often, what we do, we limit ourselves with self-doubt and fear, believing that we are not capable of leading others, isn't it? Yes, the truth is the leader within us is waiting to be unleashed. Yes, the leader within us is waiting to be unleashed. Surprised? Yes, before knowing how to unleash the leader within you, let me brief you over the structure of today's meeting. Toastmasters meeting in general is divided into 3 sessions. The first session is the prepared session, where members will be delivering speeches based on the projects and paths that they have chosen. The second one is the table topic speech session. As DTM Sourav mentioned, it will be dropped for today. And the last session is the evaluation and feedback session, in which all the prepared speeches and as well as the other aspects of the session will be evaluated by the general evaluator and her team. So now, before we start the prepared speech session, let me call the general evaluator of today's general evaluator. Please welcome Toastmaster Noramal Amirah. Toastmaster Amirah is from Labuan Toastmaster Club from Malaysia. Most of the time, she enjoys participating in the Toastmasters program, as it helps to improve her communication and presentation skills. During her leisure time, she likes to read books and travel and explore new places and cultures. And also she likes to listen to music, as it helps to boost her mood and productivity. Toastmaster Amirah, I request you to introduce your role and your team.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Vijaya. This is my first time attending Gabbys Toastmasters, and nice to see all of you here virtually today. I feel so honored to be the General Evaluator, and my objective as the General Evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. Besides, during the meeting, I will take note on everything that happens and doesn't happen. And lastly, I will give my report when called upon to do so during the end of the meeting session. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Vijaya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amirah. Now, let us see how can we unleash the leader within. Is there anyone who would like to share your experience on this? Anyone in the room? How you have unleashed the leader within you? Would you like to share your experience? Yeah, yes, please. Toastmaster Dena. Yes, please go ahead.
Dina, you can put
Toastmaster Dina.
in the chat. Dina, you can put your speech in the chat. We would love to hear you in the chat, Dina.
I think you are.
Dina will put her speech on the chat, TMOD. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, Dina will put her speech on the chat.
Okay, perfect. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it starts by understanding our unique strengths and learning how to use them to empower our team or our followers.
Vijay, you're speaking on mute.
Okay. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible now.
Fine. So I was talking like how we can unleash the leader within. And I was saying like it will start by understanding our unique strength and learning how to use them to empower our team or our followers. It also requires us to lead by example, living our values and practicing what we preach also. So now, when we come back after the prepared speech segment, we will see what makes a good leader. Okay, so now moving on to our first segment of the meeting, the prepared speech section. Let's begin with the first speaker. Our first speaker is attempting his or her icebreaker speech. Before I call speaker one, I would like to call upon the evaluator of the speaker. Now again, the evaluator one is attempting his or her evaluator project L1P4 in the presentation mastery. So firstly, I will call the evaluator of the evaluator one, Toastmaster Ashwini. Toastmaster Ashwini is a graduate engineer from Ramaya and currently works for Akshay Patra Foundation in the corporate partnership team. Her interests includes hiking, watching podcasts, playing chess, public speaking was always her fear, and now here she is breaking that fear with all of us. Toastmaster Ashwini, could you please explain the objectives of your target speaker?
Yes, sure. Unfortunately, I'm facing an issue with my camera, so I'll be off the camera. But yeah, nevertheless, my target speaker is attempting is L1P4, where the purpose of the speech is the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And also, you will be evaluating icebreaker speech. And all the best, Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwini. Now it's time to call upon the evaluator of the speaker one, Toastmaster Ankit Tyagi. He is a regulatory professional with 13 years of experience who's currently trying to keep up with his busy life while taking care of his active 3-year-old and an adorable infant. Amidst his demanding job and parenting responsibilities, Ankit also tries to find some time for physical activity, chasing after his energetic kids as if he is training for the Olympics. Today, Ankit is attempting his feedback and evaluation journey, where he will offer constructive feedback to a speaker, serving as a speech evaluator. Toastmaster Ankit, please explain the project objective of your target speaker.
Thanks, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi. I will be evaluating my target speaker, Toastmasters Devasish Parmar's icebreaker speech. So the purpose of this evaluation is to give him a thorough constructive feedback for his speech style and speech content. All the best, Toastmaster Devasish Parmar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Now it's time to call our first speaker, Toastmaster Devashish Parmar. He is giving his icebreaker speech in presentation mastery. He's an alumni from Bhavanipur College. He is a chartered accountant by profession and is currently working love for deeply rooted in as he has spent many days. To cook. He cooks up a storm in addition to cooking, he is the Liverpool fan. He always Some network problem at my end. Sorry for, yeah. Toastmaster Devasish Parmar always looks for ways to explore and experience things. Toastmaster Devasish, where are you from? Where are you from, Toastmaster Devasish?
Thank you, Toastmaster, for lovely introduction. I hope my voice is quite clear and audible. Thank you. Everybody would have been asked this question, where are you from? Answering to this speech, answering to this question, where I am from, has always been difficult for me. My story today entails give you an insight about this. My name is Devasish Parmar. I am born in Asansol, but I am brought up in different places. Each place has gifted me with certain attributes about different lifestyle and culture. If I look back into my childhood, it was different, but I was not alone. As a child, I was self-centered and arrogant. But until a dreaded thing happened in my life, and it changed entirely. My mother and sister met with an accident and they passed away. I did not understand what I have lost in my life. And that's how my journey started. I was shifted to my maternal grandparents' house in West Bengal. And the elders in the family took a decision that they will shift me to a boarding school in Visakhapatnam, where my cousins were already studying. I was excited to study along with my cousin. As and when the time was approaching to move to the boarding school, I was horrified and petrified, thinking when I would be meeting my grandmother, my ba, basically we call grandmother, when will I meet my ba next, as I was so close to her. However, few interesting things also happened when I was in Visakhapatnam. I used to like the South Indian culture, its food, and its mountain and the vast coastal area. I picked up new language in order to interact with the localites, but unfortunately, due to lack of practice, I lost it. After staying in Visakhapatnam for close to a year, my father decided, let's shift him to another hostel, another boarding school called Vikas Vidyalaya in Ranchi. This time, I was even more petrified because I had experienced the life in boarding school and there was nobody to accompany me like I had cousins back then. I studied in this school from class 4 to 10th standard. And during this tenure, I learned few skills and become more independent. There are a few interesting things I still remember about this school. It's food. Yes, in boarding school, yeah, I liked its food and sports and cultural activities. For my higher studies, I again moved back to my maternal grandparents' house as my father's business was suffering from financial difficulties. I decided to take commerce for my higher education and simultaneously pursue chartered accountant. My journey to chartered accountant was very difficult as I had to travel 120 kilometers on a daily basis to and fro from Kolaghat to Kolkata for my internship and college. But I still miss traveling by train as I used to love sit next to the window or stand by the door and feel the breeze or wait for a specific hawkers in the train to taste its delicacies. My journey to a CA taught me two important things: to work hard, and even if you fail, don't give up. I learned perseverance. In 2013, I qualified my CA journey, and I got a chance to explore again a new place, Bangalore, where a lot of my relatives were there, and I was well versed with the climate of the Bangalore. I worked in Bangalore for a few years until I decided to move again to a new city, Delhi, for a better opportunity. I was excited to explore the people, my new profile, my new culture. But at the same time, as I was trying to adjust with the work life, people and climate and its pollution, I was missing Bangalore of its climate and the food. In order to overcome this, I tried my hands in few things, like I joined Toastmaster and I joined a dance academy to learn bachata. It was eventually in Delhi that the Italy in me find a right chutney, who apparently makes a good avial and fish. Yes, a Malayali girl who I was destined to meet. Our first date remains etched in my memory, as I was so mesmerized looking into her sparkling eyes and soulful voice that I instantly connected to my heart. We dated each other for almost a year and finally got married in September 2020. I have a beautiful family from my wife's side who always treat me like their son and always support me no matter what happens in my life. The absence which I had felt in my life has been fulfilled, I feel, with the family like I have got. So guys, you would understand now where I am from, right from West Bengal, Visakhapatnam, Bangalore, and now recently added Kerala. All these different cultures has imbibed in me, and this is who I am. Thank you, Toastmaster, for giving me this platform. Over to you, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi.
Vijay, you're on mute again.
Yeah, it was an amazing speech, knowing where are you from, Toastmaster Devasish. The second speaker now will be attempting the level 1 project 1 from the path persuasive influence. To evaluate this speech, we have Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Toastmaster Amit Gupta works as a data scientist in a retail company. He keeps himself busy with sports, physical activities, and explore new things in life. His life mantra is, let's help each other and grow together. Toastmaster Amit, please provide the guidelines of your target speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So my target speaker is Toastmaster Nagesh, and the path is persuasive influence. So he's going to give icebreaker speech. I will read the project objective. So the purpose of the project for the member to introduce himself to the club. So best of luck, Toastmaster Nagesh, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Now I call upon our second speaker, Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy. He is a teacher, trainer, and coach in the domain of construction. He has trained over 7,500 plus professionals in the last decade. With his coaching, he has impacted over 500 plus professionals' lives. In addition, with his experience of over 3 decades, he is a consultant who checks the health of occupied buildings. Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy, MQ. MQ, Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Am I audible and visible? Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Toastmasters, I ask you, name a movie with 3 villains. Anyone? A movie with 3 villains. Victoria number, yeah. Please. Somebody was saying something. Anyway, I'll catch it up later. Victoria number 203 was one of the first movies I remember seeing. I saw this movie in 1975 on Doordarshan. Black and white those days. I always waited for those
fight scenes. The background music for all the fight scenes excited me. Villains and fights influenced me so much that I picked up many arguments when I was young. Fights don't interest me anymore. Hence, I have very little of them today. This film introduced me to mysteries. A diamond heist which went wrong, and two petty thieves were stumbling upon the clues that were very mysterious. I saw many other mysterious movies like Teesri Manzil, Dhund, Jewel Thief, Gumnam, Chinatown, and Amne Samne. I was a mystery buff, so much that my focus also shifted to books. Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew were my favorite companions in the weekdays when there was no feature film on the television. I like Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes, were also responsible for my sleepless night when I was in college. Beyond mysteries, I was fascinated by yet another element in the movie. My father was a Ranji Trophy player in 70s. He was famous for engaging the audience in social gatherings. He was a go-to person for singing. With his looks of young Sean Connery, James Bond, he was the hero of whole South Indian clan in Lucknow. That's where I had my childhood. So music and melody was a discussion topic on the dining table most of the days. Those days, SD, RD, Kishore Kumar, Mukesh, Hemant Kumar, Manna Dey were very popular and instrumental in film's success. Beyond Devanand, Rajesh Khanna, and Amitabh Bachchan, music had made heroes out of people like Sanjeev Kumar, Vinod Mehra, and Amol Palekar. Even today, you will find me humming a song while I'm thinking or walking or munching. I love music. Indian or Western or even Spanish, music is divine. Music is magic for me. As an adult, I have seen magic many times. PC Sarkar, how many of you remember, was a magician far superior. There are many whom I have come across. I've seen many greats in America's Got Talent, Britain has got talent, and India has got talent. And there are some fabulous artists on magic. A small shoot from a dead log, your front yard completely dry while your clothes in the backyard getting wet because of rains, a 16-year-old becoming a billionaire through his startup, a small fawn escaping death from the jaws of lion. Have you heard or seen these? Aren't these magic? I strongly feel you need focus with your eyes and ears always to identify magic is happening around you. For example, a Toastmaster becomes a world championship of public speaking because somebody vacated the place for him due to his inability to attend. Another Toastmaster becoming world champion because someone's time disqualification. These are no less than magic for me. All that I have attained in my life today, people around me, positions I have been, and the pathway I have completed are all so magical. Starting today, this icebreaker, another magic begins. I firmly believe there is more magic for me. Mysteries, music, and magic have the multiplier effect for me and has shaped me into what I am today. I'm a bit mysterious for those who don't know me, a musical for those who are very close to me, and little magical for those whom I work for, my family, my clients, and you Toastmasters. Back to you, madam.
Thank you, Toastmasters Nagesh, Ramamurthy for delivering the magical speech. She is a Toastmaster for more than 3 years. She volunteered for multiple events such as Coronation, TLI, Forte, etc. TM Paduka was also the past president of TCS Maitri, Bangalore, which achieved distinguished status and won multiple awards like Golden Gavel, Pathbreaker Silver, Renewal Achiever, Renewal Rockstars, Talk of the TM, Beat the Clock, etc. Toastmaster Paduka, please explain the objectives of your target speaker. Toastmaster Paduka Kannan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi. Right, so our Toastmaster Chitrakshi is giving her last speech of her path effective coaching, right? So, wow, one more step, right, Chitrakshi? So the purpose of the speech is for the member to reflect on her growth during the completion of her path, right? The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of her growth during the completion of the path. And I would request everyone to give a standing ovation after her speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paduka. Now it's time to call our third speaker of the day, Chitrakshi Vij.
Vijay, 1 second. Please, Vijay, 1 second. If I'm audible, please. There's a confusion with the timer.
Yeah, it's from 10 to 12 minutes. I'm so sorry, I missed it. 10 to 12 minutes.
I think you know, right? You have the timer.
Yes, Sourav.
Yeah, so you have to show the cards. Yeah, I didn't see the timing cards for Nagesh or for Devasish. So I was trying to show it, then I got dropped because of my network issue at my end. I think there's a problem everywhere in Bangalore today, I guess. Yeah, so for the next two speeches, the timing is 10, 11, and 12. 10 green, 11 yellow, and 12 red. Okay, so are you going to show the cards?
Yeah, I can show, but I was like, knowing that I'm a listener today, so it's okay.
There's a confusion. Yeah, you can take it over as the time. Continue.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Okay. So now it's time to call our third speaker of the day, Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij. Chitrakshi Vij is a remarkable image management professional, and she has empowered over 6,000 individuals to secure promotions, ace interviews, and excel in their visual and vocal communication. With an adventurous spirit and a love for off-road journeys, she fearlessly navigates life just like her trusty old Jeep. Driven by her passion for making a meaningful impact, Chitrakshi aspires to positively transform the lives of 1 million individuals by the year 2033. Her unwavering dedication and remarkable track record make her a truly impressive force in the field of image management. Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij, it's all about the image. It's all about the image, Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, oh, and if you fall, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, sangalewa.
Well, how's the Josh, everyone? Gabbys, come on, how's the Josh?
Hi, sir.
Unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yay, that was the idea. Because it's a Pathbreaker speech. Boom, I did it again. But it's not all fun. And like I said, it's a lot of pressure. So I want to take this time today to tell you all how and what I did in this journey of the path effective coaching. I took up this path in March of this year. And when I took this path, I was not sure if I wanted to really do it. It took me 3 days to finally decide what path I was choosing after the previous path. When I started my journey in effective coaching, my first thought was, do I still want to be a Toastmaster? What value is Toastmasters adding to me? Does this even make sense? What am I doing? How can I carry on being like this? Do I have the time? Do I really have the energy to put into another path? Well, I'll answer all these questions and how I got answers for these questions. But I want to start with what this path did for me. I grew up. Well, I'm not a child. I never was, even when I joined Toastmasters. But this path has shown me growth all the way from being a cute kid Toastmaster to growing up to get credibility and be known by people. I started off with, okay, this is me, ha ha ha, speech crafter, let me have fun, let me not be serious, let me go, what? Okay, this is the project, sure. Hello, mentor, what do I do? She tells me something, I'm like, whoa, done. Yeah, I am an image consultant. I'm a communication trainer, right? This comes easy to me. So why should I even make an effort? But that wasn't the case anymore. Because now is the time I knew I could not just let it be. And more than me, my mentor realized this. So I remember when I had to choose a new path, I got a call from my mentor saying, how are you feeling? And this was right after her eye infection. So she was not quite available. We didn't stay in touch a lot because she was not well and I didn't want to call her and disturb her. She asked me how I was feeling and my answer was, fine. She is a magician because she knew something was off and she knew I wasn't saying it out loud, but I was very demotivated. I wasn't willing to do anything. I'd done a path. I thought I had achieved it also. Well, I wasn't sure if I needed to do this. We were on a call for 2 hours. 2 whole hours. She kept listening to me bickering about, oh, my life. And 2 whole hours, she calmly telling me, I think I've given you too much time with my mentor. Maybe what is happening with you? Relax, take a deep breath. It'll all work itself out. Just wait for it. And that's how I started my journey in the path of effective coaching, because that seemed to make the most sense that time. As a trainer, well, effective coaching, there would be something to learn, at least. But it wasn't just something to learn. It was a lot to learn. Because when I started off, did I have a lot of time? Let's answer that question, because most of us keep feeling the need to say, we're busy, I don't have the time, I can't write speeches, I can't take up slots. So did I have the time? You decide. I have my own business. So I'm training people, at least 20 clients in one whole week. So that means 1 hour, 1.5 hours per client. I'm doing that every week. So that stays consistent. I am managing an association in the Delhi chapter for image consultants. And again, there is no strict timing. Other than this, I'm volunteering at 3 organizations, managing the communication of 1 digital marketing company. This is what I do. The worst part is there are no fixed hours. So my clients, I have clients from the US and Sweden. So some of them wake me up at 7:30 in the morning. Some are on a call with me at 3 in the night. So there is no fixed timing. Do you think I have the time to do it? Do you think I still have the time to find speech slots or give speeches? What do you think? Everyone, yes, no. Do you think I have a lot of time? I'm not listening to Sourav Dutta, so I'm ignoring him right now. I don't have the time. Yes, I really don't have the time. Do I make the time? Yes. Why? Because this is about my growth. How about my growth? I'll come to that later. But before that, I want to tell you something else. I took up effective coaching, and the first idea is, this must be easy. She's a coach. She knows what to do. Because in a lot of introductions, people have told me, oh, effective coaching. Yeah, she's a communication trainer. Makes sense. What do you put in any effort? Well, let me just unblur myself and show you. Here, and all of these are my speeches. Every second that I get, I start scribbling any ideas that I have. Every single time. So I have 5 minutes between 2 sessions. I scribble any idea that I got during the session. I make a lot of effort. Has that effort paid out? Have I done something related to it? Here's the answer. I took up different levels. For level 1, as a speech crafter, I didn't know level 1 had 5 projects, but technically 7 speeches and 1 evaluation, and you had to give the evaluation after the speeches? What? Why did you hide those 2 speeches in 1 project? But level 1. Level 2, communication styles, leadership, fine. Level 3, managing an online meeting. I did this project in my previous path as well. But like I told you, I was a child. So I was excused a lot of things. Next, when I did it this time, I got 20 times the responsibility I had in my previous path. And this time I realized what managing online meetings was. My God, evaluation resources, rechecking evaluation resources, rechecking introductions, a lot of effort. Second, panel discussions, I was running away from it. I told my mentor I had to do this, but I'm going to choose something which is just a speech. Maybe I can ignore it. Maybe I'll just work around it. No, I don't think I need to do it. I did panel discussions, and during the panel discussion, instead of saying communication skill is not soft skill, I said soft skills are not communication skills. And my mentor saw that. So I fumbled. I was very nervous. It was way out of my comfort zone. It didn't come easy to me. Active listening, the first time I took table topics as a challenge, and I became the table topics master. High performance leadership, I didn't even know I was a leader till I actually did this. And I remember writing my speech while going, what is happening? Am I a leader? And I realized that I had actually bust a huge myth for my own self. I was working really hard, taking up leadership position, working as a leader, but I didn't consider myself a leader. So self-image, also manage that for my own self. After all this hard work that I had put in, I wanted to know if this really paid out. Was this really worth it? What did I learn from here? And that was the most important thing throughout this path. First, I learned about busting certain myths, which I just told you. I was a leader, and that's how I also know what is the next path that I want to choose for myself and what I want to learn from Toastmasters. Second, is Toastmasters worth it? As someone with this sort of an experience, 6 years plus leadership, everything I have on the table, Toastmasters still teaches me a new lesson every day, not just through projects, not just through paths. From every step, I learn a new lesson because I want to learn a new lesson and because Toastmasters has given me that form. Third, I broke my limiting beliefs. Was I a good coach? Did I get everything I want? Do I know everything that I need in my life? No, I bust my own myth. And here is where my limiting belief was shattered. I wasn't confined to this box anymore. I was way more than I gave myself credit for. So my image of myself was changing here. Do I know the next path that I'm taking? Yes, I do. This time I don't take 3 days. It'll happen in a second. I became very much more confident about my own abilities of taking on responsibilities and of doing something that I could be better at. Choosing to take on challenges, choosing to listen to my mentor who gives me challenges every step of the way. She knows when I'm going to back out from something. She knows when I'm going to run away from things, or she knows when I'm just trying to make excuses. She finds a way to catch hold of me and say, this is what you're taking on. You've got to do it. And because of it, I've gone as general evaluator to so many places and I have established my credibility. I've also learned how to network. And one very important thing, I became a mentor. Effective coaching taught me how to be a mentor. My mentor taught me how to be a mentor. And my mentees have motivated me to go on taking paths and getting better. That's what effective coaching taught me. 2 days ago, I asked my mentee for a feedback. That's the relationship I've established with them. So when I came here, I started this path as someone highly demotivated, thinking I am willing to give up. I can't be a Toastmaster anymore. To today saying, I want to do it. Sourav, yes. When? Oh, not Sourav anymore. Dhwani, when? When are we getting the next renewals? I am in. Take it right now. I am doing this and I can do it forever. So I did it. And I came out a champion because Gabbys is a champion. And before I leave, let's have something else for you as well. And I want you to all just clap with me on that.
Champion, everybody knows it, bravo, a champion. Everybody knows Chris Gale is a champion. Beanie a champion, bong.
And guys, Gabbys is a... Come on. Gabbys is a champion. Come on, Dhwani, you were about to say it. Gabbys is...
Champion.
Yay. With that, over to you, TMOD.
Wow, what an inspiring journey to listen to. Now, let me call upon our next speaker. But before that, I would like to call the evaluator of the speaker 4, Toastmaster Dhwani Adesera. She is the Triple Crown winner and a pathbreaker. She is also a personality development coach by profession, an artist by heart, and a period educator by choice. Toastmaster Dhwani, please give the objectives of your target speaker.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. And to my target speaker, Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, DTM Sourav Dutta. He's also giving a Pathbreaker speech, which is reflect on your path. The purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her growth during the completion of a path. Timer, please note the timing will be 10 to 12 minutes. All the best to my target speaker, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhwani. Now it's time to call our 4th speaker, Sourav Dutta DTM. DTM Sourav Dutta is a charter member and club sponsor of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. He is currently the founder and director of an edutech startup and also the vice president of marketing and business development at an analytics startup. A distinguished Toastmaster, fastest DTM of District 92, and winner of several Toastmasters awards like Outstanding Toastmaster, Grand Slam Master Mentor, current Division Director of Division B, District 92 Toastmasters International. He has completed 7 paths in Toastmasters pathways. And today, he is all set to complete his 8th path in motivational strategies. Sourav Dutta DTM, and I still rise. And I still rise, DTM Sourav Dutta.
A few weeks back on the Pune-Nagpur highway, 2 families from Surat, 4 people, died in a car crash. No story of drunken drive. No story of the driver falling asleep. No story of a truck hitting them coming from the wrong side. Then what happened? How many of you have heard this term, highway hypnosis? Chaitanya would know probably because he is a roadie. He is someone who's always out on the road in bike trips. And any biker, any driver would tell you about highway hypnosis. What is highway hypnosis? Highway hypnosis is when you keep watching that white light and keep on driving and driving and driving and driving and driving. The roads go behind you, the trees go behind you, and it just keeps on happening for 10 kilometers, 50, 100, 150, 200. And then your eye starts getting adjusted to nothing happening in front of it. Highway hypnosis is one of the major reasons why accidents happen on highways. In city traffic, there's always this bumper to bumper traffic, bumpers, speed breakers, potholes, road rage. Driving in city is exciting, right? You don't get a chance to get hypnotized by the road or the fatigue of driving. A highway is a different story. It has taken many a life. This club, the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, as I mentioned in my presiding officer address, and as you would have heard from Chitrakshi, as you would have heard from others, has been more like a riding on the highway. Nothing goes, nothing. We dole out champions like this, leaders like this, and speakers like this. And that's how we play. Smooth, absolutely smooth. It's like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, I know this meeting, we had a few glitches, but that's an exception, trust me. Otherwise, the Gabbys meetings, the Gabbys speakers, the Gabbys role takers, everyone, dot, no mistakes. What does that do? Creates a highway hypnosis, particularly for someone who's on the driver's seat. Yours truly. Someone who chartered this club, someone who has been the club sponsor, someone who's probably the mentor of most of you or the mentor of those who are mentoring you. I got into highway hypnosis. After completing 7 paths, after seeing the club rise and rise and rise, up and up and up and up, I got into highway hypnosis. I started questioning myself. I'm tired. What is this? What am I doing here? Do I really need to be in Toastmaster? I think I'm a pretty decent speaker. Do I really need to come to the meeting and do 5 to 7 minutes of speech when I've done so many keynote sessions across the world? What am I gaining? Questions like that started bugging me. That was on one side. On the other side was my goal of completing 11 paths. People in the Gabbys, take 10 seconds and tell me one adjective about me. Something good, huh? If it's not good, we can take that offline. One good adjective about me. Anyone, everyone, or even people outside of the Gabbys who have seen me in action. Come on.
Inspiring.
Inspiring, okay. No good words for me.
Go-getter.
Sorry?
Go-getter.
Go-getter, okay.
Passionate about Toastmasters.
Time manager.
Time manager, passionate, okay.
One-man army.
On fire. Thank you, Dana. That makes my day. Thank you. So, you heard all good words. That's what people tell me. This is the safe space that I built for me, for all of you. The Gabbys gives a psychological safety net to everyone, whether you're a first-time speaker or you're coming back as a speaker. Whether you're already at a certain level in terms of public speaking and you want to go up and up from there, or someone who just wants to get started. Someone fighting glossophobia and someone aiming to become the world champion for public speaking. We have a psychological safety net for everyone, including myself. And this is the psychological safety net that I'm talking about. That's what people think about. And then this happened. In this very club, I got a message on chat after my speech got over. I still remember Aparna was the Toastmaster of the day. And the message said, one question I always wanted to ask. What do we do when we complete 7 speeches, 7 paths, and we learn nothing, just like you? And then I got a reaction. the shit button when I started speaking. Yes, in this very club. If you see the chat is restricted, if you see restrictions on the meeting, that was it. My club rushed, my officers rushed to provide me back that safety net. Sourav, we are with you. And then December happened. I was in a district officers training program, and there was a post-meeting banter, hangout, drinks, and all that. There, 2 district officers asked me one very interesting question. Question 1, why did you do so many paths? What did you get out of it? Seemed like a very innocent question, and everyone asked me this question, and I'm always eager to answer. I'm very passionate about speaking, and I explain why. I didn't understand the agenda behind it. Because the next question was more of a feedback than a question, saying that, did you really do the speeches? Did you at all get evaluated? Funny, it was because it was coming from those people who themselves have evaluated me at least for 10 or 15 or 20 of those speeches that I have delivered. The fact is, at the Gabbys, we are very, very particular about speeches being completed, evaluations being done, evaluation reports being taken. We, in fact, have a form where you have to give the speech details. That's the authenticity and the diligence we do. So someone like me, who was already going through this hyper-hypnosis, this was now a truck coming from the opposite direction, and boom, I hit back. Done. I am so done. With you Toastmasters, I am so done. No paths. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need you. And you don't need me. And no, by the way, you don't deserve me. The Sourav that you know to be inspirational, strong, powerful, someone who can take on the world heads on, the bull coming like this towards everyone who's trying to fight him. That Sourav was scared. Very scared. Very sad. And broken. I called up Reena, our club president. I said, I don't want to continue. I will not renew in March. For many of you, it was a shocker. It would have been a shocker. And that's what Reena said, that think about the people in the club. Think about those people that you are nurturing. Think about those that come here every Saturday thinking that Aaj kuch naya seekhne ko milega. I'll get to learn something new from Sourav today. Don't do this, Sourav. Please don't do this. Just stay. You don't do anything. The biggest white lie, don't do anything, because after that, she made me do everything that I promised to do and did not promise to do. What I signed up for and what I did not sign up for. But that's a different story for another speech, for another day. I'm not complaining. I wasn't convinced. In fact, I drafted an email, which is still there in my drafted mails, to my district director saying that I don't want to continue as a division director. I'm done. This is not a fictitious story, guys. If you're thinking I'm cooking it up, I'm not. And then several things happened. Several things I recalled. Dina, for instance, is one constant inspiration for me. And it's such a watershed moment for me. And it's not planned that Dina is here today. I did not invite her. Thank you, Dina, for joining us today, because there couldn't have been a better day, a better moment for you to join here and tell me that how much Toastmaster means to me and how much important it is in my life. And so many of you. And then I decided that the only way forward is to walk the path. So to those district officers who made fun of me And to that person who came in with an alias name, the Zoom Bomber, told that my speech is shit. And after completing 7 paths, I learned nothing. I had to give an answer, not to them, but to myself. And hence I decided to take up this path, motivational strategies. This time to motivate myself. And I could do that because at the very point of time, Nancy launched Project 50. And when I looked around, to my left, to my right, behind me, ahead of me, I saw all of you doing speeches, doing evaluations, running to take the club to greater heights. And I said, hey, Sourav, you can do this. You can do this. And hence this path happened. Yes, I will not go through the details of what happened in level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. I think that's probably for my next Pathbreaker coming soon. For now, I just stand here and say, no matter how much you hit me hard, how badly you wound me, how badly you bleed me, how badly you leave me down, every time I'll come back. And I'll say, and yet I rise with the Gabbys. Thank you.
Vijayalakshmi, you are on mute.
Whew. It was indeed a motivating speech by our DTM Sourav Dutta. It is the tradition that we follow to give standing ovation to the Icebreaker and Pathbreaker speeches. So now I request everyone to give standing ovation to all our speakers. There will be no voting for the speaker since there are Icebreaker and Pathbreaker speeches. And now, continuing with the leader within. There are many qualities for being a good leader, right? So in your view, what makes a good leader? Anyone would like to share? In your view, what makes a good leader? What do you think are the good qualities of a great leader? Anyone has?
Having a vision.
Having a vision, yes.
Someone who is sort of consistent, right? By showing his or her, consistently moving towards that vision, making others by his or her way behavior itself, I must say.
Yeah, right. And Jyoti is saying to create more leaders. Yes. And who else?
Someone who does not stop at a point where that person fails and then he learns from it and moves ahead.
Right. And a good leader who possesses self-awareness, who focus on relationship building, who have a bias for action, who exhibits humility, empower others, stay authentic, present themselves as constant and consistent, as said by you all, becomes a role model, and also a person who becomes role model and who is fully present. These are the good qualities required to be a leader, right? Now the question comes, what is the importance of building the leader within you? Isn't it? What is the importance of building the leader within you? Let's find out more of it in the next session, after the next session. So our next session is the most awaited segment of the meeting, which is evaluation and feedback. Firstly, I would request Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Ankit, to give your feedback. Toastmaster Ankit?
Can you hear me? Can somebody confirm if I'm audible? Can you hear me?
Toastmaster Ankit?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
great. So, great, Devasish Parmar, congratulations on delivering your icebreaker speech at Toastmaster Club. And I know it's never very easy. And I can see like you were a bit nervous in the beginning, but nervousness tried to grab you, but you chose confidence over nervousness. That is the best part of your speech. And you concluded well, like Devashish Parmar from West Bengal to Vishakhapatnam to I think it was Delhi, and then to finally Kerala, which shows diversity of your experience. You were quite clear, and your articulate delivery made it very easy for everyone to understand your story, and your storytelling skills were quite impressive. There were some humorous punches, like for example, an idli in me found chutney. That was quite good. Your eye contact was consistent, which shows confidence. While your speech has some positives, there are some areas of improvement, like you can vary your vocal tone and pace, and that will definitely improve with time because it was your first speech. And I encourage, and to challenge you, I would encourage to use more rhetorical devices and injecting more humor when you are telling your stories, because it gives depth to your storytelling and make it easy for audience to remember your story. Overall, it was a fantastic start of your journey as a speaker, and I would suggest keep doing the same, and best of luck for your future speeches at Toastmaster Club. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for your feedback, Toastmaster Ankit. Now, shall I call the evaluator of speaker 2, Toastmaster Amit? Toastmaster Amit, please give your feedback.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. First of all, congratulations, Toastmaster Nagesh, for completing this icebreaker speech. The path is persuasive influence, and the purpose was to introduce himself to the club. So now I will talk about the speech. So you started a speech with the question, and the good thing was that like you waited for the audience to answer the question. So kind of this is a very good way to like the audience, like the and the second thing is like I observed that the full energy and the enthusiasm in your speech. About the speech structure, you cover different interests in your journey, like the fight scene in the movie, especially in the childhood, and then the mystery movies, then family interest in the movie and the music, interest in magic, and then the people success story. Finally, you talked about the journey in the Toastmaster. So every story was very smooth and segmented. There was enough pauses in between the story. And also like the transitioning between the story was very well. And I can say here that in the storytelling, you have good skills, like you have unique skills in storytelling. About the eye contact. So eye contact and the natural expression on your face was always there, and it was syncing with the content of the speech. You had clear voice and the proper voice modulation, where the very frequently you change your voice and the pitch. So overall, I found like this is very organized ice-breaking speech, and I didn't find any area of like the in any negative thing here, especially for this icebreaker speech. So thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Next, I'll call upon Toastmaster Paduka Kandan to give her feedback.
Before going ahead, is there a timer? I mean, I'm not able to see if someone is changing the timing cards, or no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Timer.
Yes, Toastmaster Nitesh is.
Okay. So if he is then okay, because I'm not able to see so far. So
Can someone share the timing for evaluation? I think this last evaluation was on 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
No. I mean, we don't need the timing. I just want to know the cards. But it's okay. If it is some difficulty, then I would time at my end. That's what I'm saying.
So Just a second. Toastmaster Nitesh, green card at 2 minutes. 2.3 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds is the yellow card, and 3 minutes is the red card for the evaluation section.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So Toastmaster Chitrakshi. Wow, wow, and wow, I must say. Right. So firstly, I was like spellbound when I heard that you finished this path in almost in 12 weeks, which means like 16 to 18 speeches in 12 weeks, which means again, more than a speech in a week, right? In spite of your crazy, crazy schedule, which you have just explained to us. So that deserves an applause, Chitrakshi. And for someone like me, who is going in a very snail speed, taking her path, this is something, a good inspiration as well. And I feel a little bit of odd, like I'm evaluating your speech on this. So what you did well, right? First of all, the confidence and energy, right? You started with the mind-blowing song, which just hooked up everyone, even someone is sleeping. And I was like, oh, right, let's listen what Chitrakshi has to say. And then you concluded well as well. I love both the songs, good vibe, kudos to that, right? And number two is, I already talked about the confidence and energy. And number two is, you did cover almost all the part, not only just speech-related experience, but also your role taking, being a mentor, which is also as important as the speeches, because that's how you get a bit of a wholesome experience from the Toastmasters. So good to that as well, right? And what you could do well, right? This is just my viewpoint is, first thing, this is a prepared speech, Toastmaster Chitrakshi. Of course, I could see that authenticity of yours when you speak to the audience. The eye contact was amazing. The gestures was amazing. The facial expression was on point. But you were looking at the cue cards, and which is very, very explicit, right? So I'm okay for you to look at the cue cards, but just don't make it so explicit for the people in the virtual audience, right? And number two is your script, right? I love the starting and the conclusion, all the points that you have covered, but I would like you to take you as a challenge next time, right? Because you have been going after, I'm pretty sure in next 3 months, you'll give another reflect to your part speech, right? So I want to take a challenge and see how you can structure this in a bit of a different way or something, because every time you're going to speak about all these pointers, right? Most of the pointers, right? See how you can do something very different. And number three, I must say, is the title, right? You said it's all about the image, right? I'm not able to correlate with the speech. Why do you come up with this kind of title, right? But having said all these things, Toastmaster Chitrakshi, consistency is the key, right? Anyone could give one speech or two speech, or maybe a level or a two, but with that energy and with that confidence, you have been giving all the speeches. Whenever I see Toastmaster Chitrakshi, I was like, wow, what kind of energy you bring onto the table, right? So congratulations again for completing your part, right? Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Padhikar. Now I would request Toastmaster Dhvani to give her feedback.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. And to my target speaker, DTM Sourav Dutta. Your speech was from heart, so my evaluation is also going to be from heart. I'm not going to give this protocol of what you excelled at, what you can work on. I'm not going to do that today. Because you are somebody I've always seen, and I've always noticed one thing, that you don't prepare and speak. You have your pointers in your mind and you just go there and just speak your heart out. You've always been somebody that everybody in Gabbys look up to. You are a one-man army. In fact, just now I messaged you. You are a lion, yaar. You are a sher. So, everybody wants to listen to you. The moment you take up the stage, if I am doing some work or anything, I'll be like, no, that can wait. But Sourav is speaking and I need to listen to him. That's the thing, that's the aura, that's the energy that you carry with yourself. And that's why Gabbys is where we are today, because you keep motivating us and you keep guiding us. Your purpose to give this speech from your personal experience was, there was a hidden motive behind it. The hidden agenda was to feel what emotions you're feeling and just look around people, see people around you, get motivated by others, and just be in your path. Your path was motivation strategies. You were not motivated, so people around you motivated you to finish your path of motivational strategies. And that's what it takes. You being a multiple path breaker, and you've done so many paths. First of all, I was in this dilemma that how am I going to evaluate you? Like, I've only finished one path. What's me? How can I give my evaluation? But today, I am here in front of you. I'm shivering to give the evaluation, to be honest. But still, I love highway hypnosis that you mentioned in your speech. You had certain gestures and certain moments, and a very heartfelt moment that you had, and you spoke and shared with us today, which it takes a lot of courage to do that. And you did that. You shared your deepest side. You shared your dark side with us. And that's what keeps us, that it's not like only we feel such things, even Sourav feels such things. So it's okay. Not always, all good speakers don't have emotions, even they have emotions. So you demonstrated that, you showed that it's okay to feel those emotions. Just go ahead and just see what happens. Just that one thing, I felt that if you could have just put a little bit more of your path, and how did that motivation strategies motivate you to finish your path, just that add-on touch about your levels, that would have been great. But otherwise, you are a great speaker. I have nothing more to add. And it's an honor and privilege to evaluate you and listen to you. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhwani, for your feedback. Now, I request Toastmaster Ashwini to present her feedback. Toastmaster Ashwini. Toastmaster Ashwini, are you there? Toastmaster Ashwini? I think she is not online. So, yeah.
We can with the general evaluation section, Vijaya.
Yeah, we'll move
with the general evaluation section. If Ashwini comes back later, then we continue. We will finish off our evaluation.
Yes, we'll do that. Now, I would request our general evaluator, Toastmaster Amirah, to present with her evaluations. Toastmaster Amirah, over to you.
Thank you so much to our exuberant Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vijaya. Without further ado, let us invite my team members to present their reports. The meeting definitely incomplete without their presence today. I would like to invite the counter Toastmaster Mamta Singh to deliver his report. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amirah. I'm sharing my screen. Members can see the report of themselves from the screen.
We can't see the screen yet.
Is it visible now?
No.
Okay, let me.
Yes. Now, yes.
Okay. That's the report of the R counter. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Abiram to present the grammarian report. The screen is yours.
Hi, a very good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I wish General Evaluator would have called me earlier so that I would have introduced the word of the day and the idiom of the day. But nevertheless, I have also posted on the chat. But if you haven't seen that, it's fine. But the word of the day for today is defunct, and the idiom of the day for today is a pipe dream. In today's meeting, no one has used the word of the day and the idiom of the day. And when it comes to my report as a word master grammarian for today's meet, there were very good usages and there were improvements also. And Toastmasters have also used some good quotes and words as well. So of these, Toastmaster Sourav has used this quote like, "We are because you are," "Fly the flag high," "Wolf is nothing without the pack." These were the quotes that I liked from the usage of this entire meet. And when it comes to the good usages, the words like stargazing, attribute success, hyperhypnosis by Toastmaster Sourav, and stupendous, withhold the applause by Toastmaster Priyanka. Toastmaster Devasish has used words like petrified, perseverance, imbibe. And Toastmaster Nagesh has used words like heist, mystery buff, multiplier effect. And Toastmaster Padukuna Kannan has used words like spellbound and explicit. These were some good usages. When it comes to improvements, I have a couple of instruments. I have a couple of improvements that I will share independently with the each Toastmasters. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Amirah. Sorry, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abiram, for the grammarian report. My apologies for the technical glitch just now, because at my home club, as I understand that we practice the Toastmaster of the day is going to call the role players, but well noted. Thank you so much for the comments, for the incoming Gabbys Toastmasters. I take note that the G is the one who will call the role players during the earlier session. Thank you. Then next, move on to, we also have the listeners session, which is a new thing for me. I would like to invite Toastmaster Chaitanya to the virtual stage.
Thank you, General Evaluator Amirah. So there were so many great speeches. I lost track of it. I was busy listening to everything and I could not make notes, but I'm just kidding. I've made few things. So let's start with the easiest question. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav mentioned a medical term for people who drive on highways. Can anyone?
Highway hypnosis.
Highway hypnosis.
Right, you all are correct. Then Toastmaster Chitrakshi played 2 songs during a speech. Name any one of them.
Waka Waka.
Now, that is an easy one.
Champion.
The second one.
Bravo's champion.
Yeah,
Second.
that's correct. Next year, March, you would like to connect with a person who was a speaker for filing your taxes. Can you name him? He's a chartered accountant.
Devasish, Toastmaster Devasish.
Right. And he fell in love with a girl. Where was she from?
Kerala.
Oh, great. You remember this part. Now, Toastmaster Nagesh name not many movies, songs, singers, and whatnot. So, name one famous magician that he had mentioned.
This is Sarkar.
Is right. And any one famous musician or singer that he had mentioned.
R.D. Burman.
Sur Kumar, Hemant Kumar.
You can name any of them during that era. He named everyone. Thank you. So this is all from the listeners end. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Well done, Toastmaster Chaitanya, for your report, and thanks everyone for your comprehensive feedback. I really appreciate your presentation just now. Now the exciting part where I'm going to give my general evaluation remarks. We started the meeting on time. Everything is ready.
One small point of order. Ashwini has joined. If she can finish her evaluation before your evaluation, she was having network difficulty. She has joined back. Ashwini, if you're there, can you just unmute yourself and show up? I don't think so. I think we can drop that evaluation in that case. I'm removing her from the polling. You can please continue. Sorry for this.
No, thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav. So I will resume my part. We started the meeting on time. Everything is ready in place. The Zoom link, the agenda, the flyers, we're full of beautiful and handsome faces, role players, and also the speakers. Before the meeting started, Sergeant at Arms ensured that everyone is in the Zoom room and recite the house rules. Interestingly, Gabbys Toastmasters is also having their club installation today, and I felt honored to witness this ceremony. Besides, we received a warm welcome from distinguished Toastmaster Sourav, and he spoke about the incoming club officers and inspired them to perform the leadership roles. I'm sure majorly all of us here is a Toastmaster, and we know that Toastmasters' objective is to develop competent communicators and leaders, and therefore it resonates to all of us here. After that, he passes the control to Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Vijaya. She introduced and explained the theme to us, which is the leader within. Besides that, Toastmaster of the day also shares what will be happening today, how many sessions, and call upon the speakers. Also, she asked a question just to warm up the session so that the audience can participate. Move to the prepared speech sessions. I see speakers delivered their speech in an organized way. Also, based on their activities, I saw the short video clip just now. Also, accordance to the speech objective and project. Next is the timer report. The timer session, I can see he is being particular with the time. He shows the green, yellow, red background to indicate the time period. Whereas for the grammarian report was well presented and informative, and he also mentioned about word of the day in the chat below just now. Not to forget, the counter was being very particular to listen the filler words, and thank you for your report. We also have the listener session, which is again something new to me. The report was the presentation was good, and everyone participated very well. Overall, it was a meaningful meeting session. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amirah. I would just like to confirm once again if Toastmaster Ashwini is available. So no evaluations for today, I think. Or we are having the evaluations.
We already had evaluations.
Sorry.
Evaluation, we can drop.
Polling for the evaluations. Yeah. Polling for
we can drop that evaluation. We can continue.
Okay. So due to unavailability of Ashwini, we are dropping the polling for evaluations today.
No,
and
polling for evaluation, we will have TMOD, you can hand over to me and take it from.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster DTM Sourav Dutta.
Thank you so much. So I will now launch the polls. As we do the polls also, I will take the feedback from the guests. And so we will not have any polls for the prepared speeches. With the Gabbys, we have a tradition that we don't have a poll when we have icebreakers or pathbreakers. Today we had both. So that's why we will not have it. The rest of the polls I'm launching one by one. Please do vote for the best evaluator. And in the meanwhile, can I get to hear from some of our guests? So Monali, this is your first meeting with the Gabbys, right?
Yes, Sourav. Good afternoon, everyone. And yeah, this was my first meeting. I'm so sorry, unfortunately, there's a power cut at my end, so I'm not putting on my video. But it's amazing to be the part of today's meeting. It was amazing to hear so many people speak about their speeches. And I think it was an honor for me to join this first meeting wherein this installation took place. And I think it was really exciting. It was really amazing for me to be the part of today's meeting.
Thank you so much. Moving on to the next guest that we have Madhavi Badam. Madhavi, would you want to share your feedback in the meeting? Anything you want to share with us? Okay. I've launched the auxiliary role takers poll in the meanwhile. Sanjay, any feedback from your side? Sanjay, I know you have been a guest before at the Gabbys. Anything you would want to share about this meeting in particular? Okay. Thank you, Diana, for sharing your feedback on the meeting. Yes, we would definitely want to have your icebreaker slideshow of a speech. That's something that we have never had. And that will be so exciting. Thank you so much. We can definitely do that. We also have Toastmaster Priyanka Devidasan from Spread Speaker Society. Toastmaster Priyanka, anything that you would want to share about this meeting in particular?
I enjoyed the meeting a lot because I got to hear the Pathbreaker speech and the Icebreaker speech. Really enjoyed. And I've always been welcome to this club because you people are just amazing. And it just happened to be that last week we had a meeting together. So it's so nice to have you people surrounded with such great speakers and getting to learn a lot, mainly from Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. So it's a great learning from people like him. And the way he delivers his speech, it motivates me to give a speech just like him. That's my take on it. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Priyanka. Please know that the admiration is absolutely mutual for you and your club. Thank you so much. And yeah, Dina, I will read out your comment. Dina says she enjoyed this meeting. It was very good. And next time she wants to do an icebreaker slideshow of speech. And as I said, Dina, thank you so much for offering that. And I would definitely talk to my VP Education and I would let her know that you're interested. We will get in touch with you and definitely we will accommodate that. Thank you so much for doing that. We have never had it. When I say that, I really mean it. We have never had such a beautiful, icebreaker speech. I would love to see that. So moving on, we don't have, do we have any more guests? We have some guest role takers. So anyone who would want.
Sort of, Sanjay Jain has left the comment. You might want to read it out loud as well.
Yes. So Sanjay Jain has also left a comment. Very good path-breaking speech. The Josh was very impressive. The icebreakers was also very good. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you so much. Before I invite the other guest role takers, I'm also launching the best role taker poll. In the meanwhile, while we do that, I would also like to welcome. I should have done this at the very beginning, but probably due to paucity of time, we couldn't do that. So we have 3 new members also joining us from 1st of June, and we have we have one of them here, which is Toastmaster Prabhalu Haniwal. Apart from that, also joining the Gabbys from 1st of June is Toastmaster Aparna Madireddy and Toastmaster Sanjay Nagarai. A warm welcome to all of you to the Gabbys Toastmasters. Thank you so much for joining the Gabbys family. And so the guest role takers, AR is Aparna Raja, right? Aparna? Yes. So Aparna probably is not in a place to speak. She's in the district contest and yet she can't give a miss to this meeting. So that's how intoxicating the Gabbys is. So anyone who's planning to join us as a member, please, this is a statutory warning that even if you're at a date, if you're in a business meeting, if you're in a district contest, you may still feel that irresistible pull to attend this meeting Saturday mornings. So yeah, so please take a cautious decision. Now let me take the feedback from our G, Toastmaster Amirah. She already shared her feedback as a G, but as a guest, anything that you would want to share, Toastmaster Amirah?
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav. Thank you, Gabbys Toastmasters, for having me today. I enjoyed the session, the meeting, the speakers, the evaluation so much. And I also honored to watch the club installation ceremony just now. And I would like to wish to the incoming officers, wish you all the best, good luck for the next term. And yeah, it's a good session. And thank you so much for having me, distinguished DTM Sourav. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amirah. I loved it.
You're welcome.
It's a very beautiful club called Labuan Toastmasters Club in Malaysia. So people do join that club. One of the easy places that I've seen, such authentic people, lovely smiles, a lot of nice banter, and you'll love it. That's all I can say. Aparna and I, we were there, and it was one of the most memorable experiences that we had in Toastmaster. Thank you so much, Amirah. You are building a nice club with your members. Thank you so much. And finally, we have Toastmaster Abhiram. Abhiram, I know we had a couple of misses this time, and I'm going to take note of that, your comments, and we are going to work on it. So, but anything you would want to share with us apart from that?
I'm happy that one of my club member has suggested to take a role from the Gabbys. So it was a really energetic, very, the Josh was really high, and many takeaways from this session. I am a VP membership of the Coastline Toastmaster Club, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhiram. Yes, I know Akib also is someone who's been regularly in our club, and he's a big ambassador of our club. Thank you so much for all that you're doing for us. And Dina, you would want to say something you would want to say, or you would want to put it on chat. It's up to you. Thank you so much, Dina. I understand what you said. It's very good. And if you would want to also put it on chat, I would love to read those words out also for you. You loved it? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I absolutely have you here. Thank you. Thank you, Dina. Thank you. Dina is a very, very passionate Toastmaster. She's particularly very passionate about table topics. She has been one of the regulars in the Division B table topic man. She is someone who loves doing table topics, and she's very innovative doing table topics. She does her table topics on chat, not on she doesn't give it out because words are precious. And thank you so much, Dina. So with this, I would now announce the results for the meeting today. So the best auxiliary role taker for today is the person who has been watching our listening skills, Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad. Congratulations, Toastmaster Chaitanya. The best evaluator today is Toastmaster Paduka Kannan. Congratulations, Toastmaster Paduka. And the best role taker for today is Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi CD. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijaya, for playing the role of the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, Dina, and thank you everyone. With this, the meeting number 135 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Thank you everyone for joining. And Dina, we would definitely love to see you back next week when we will be having the table topics, Dina. So this time we couldn't have a table topic and I missed listening to you. And we missed, reading your thoughts on chat as well. So we will meet you again next week. Everyone, please be back to the Gabbys 10 a.m. Saturday mornings. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. The meeting is ended.
Yeah, bye guys.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you. We will meet next week. Bye.
Bye.